won't move your stops to break even unless you do this. Hi, it's Charlie giving you Tuesday/Wednesday's video, and I hope you're very well. And so, what I thought I would do, I've talked about this a lot over the years about how traders like to move their stops to break even because it makes them feel good. One of our most popular videos on YouTube is titled "What Traders Do to Make Themselves Feel Good" or something like that, and you'll if you can find that in our on our YouTube channel here, and maybe it just got a lot of views over the years because people thought it was about something else. I don't know, but the genuine case across a lot of traders is that they want to move their stops to break even. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. I'm going to prove that in a moment. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But nevertheless, it has to be for the right reasons. And so, because a lot of the time, people want to move their stop to break even because it makes them feel good. They're like, oh, I'm on a risk-free trade now. And yet they don't realize that maybe it's not a risk-free trade. So let me just show you. Okay, so I've got a strategy here on my automated software that yields an annualized return of 10%. Okay, and you can see the stats down here. It doesn't really matter too much about these. It's a nice little plodder strategy. Okay, it's not setting the world alight, so it's a plodder strategy. But let's just have a look at the impact of moving like the stop to break even. So let's see if I can do that. So I've now just pulled up some of the parameters, and I'm going to put in moving the stop to break even. Not even at 1R, because this one, as you just noticed, I think it has I can't remember now, does it have a slightly inverted risk reward as I've got this on here? But so let me just change this to moving the stop to break even at, let's say, half an hour. Okay, we'll do it half an hour. Click on OK, and then start bot training. Got no optimization or anything on this. It's just pure as the strategy is. And so let's just see. There we go. Right now we can see how the annualized return has, is almost halved. So because of the impact of moving a stop to break even at a given level. So I'm just going to go back again. So what I'm going to now do is just increase that. So maybe we move it when it's at 0.7R. Okay, so because this strategy, it's not got big risk rewards on it. It's just the nature of this particular strategy. So let's move it to 0.7R and see the impact there. So it's a little bit better. So we can see the performance has come up, but still a worse performance than as it was vanilla, so to speak. So what we find, and I've got other strategies programmed in here as well, which what we find is some strategies, if you've got the data, they will perform better. If I now come back out again, so some will perform better if you move stops to break even, but I'll change this now to break even at 1R. Now, bearing in mind this strategy, a lot of the trades don't even get to 1R because it's slightly inverted reward the way this one is. I can change the risk reward, but I'll show you that. So let's just do this. So you'll see that the performance might come up a little bit more, but it still won't be as good as the how I showed it initially. So the performance might be a bit better now. Yes, it is, but still not as good as how it was initially. I think it was about 10% or so initially. So it just goes to show you that it's not always the best thing to do to move your stop up. However, for people that like a higher win rate, sometimes moving the stop to break even can actually be better for you. So let me show you a different strategy. So now I've got a completely different strategy on here, and you can see the equity curve, and this is completely different number of trades. It's a completely different strategy. And so you can see this one has an annualized return of 17.5%, let's say. And nice little drawdown figures and all the other usual. It doesn't really matter what it all is on here. It's decent, anyway, it's decent strategy. So this one at 17.5%. Now I'm going to edit and bring this down, and and actually put in a break even now. So let's put a break even at 2R, because this strategy has a higher risk reward. So I can put a break even at 2R. And what you'll find is that the performance comes down again. So the only thing is the win rate goes up. It's a low win rate strategy, this, but the win rate comes up. I think it was at 33% previously. But you're sacrificing a couple of percent of performance in order to have a slightly higher win rate. So again, you have to look at your data to know whether you're doing the right thing to move your stop to break even. Because I think a lot of people, especially when discretionary trading, look at their and just trade and move their stops up. And don't get me wrong. When I'm discretionary trading, I will make a decision as to whether to move a stop or not. But a lot of the time, I don't move my stops up on my trades until my trades has moved significantly further than the average trader might think. Oh no, I'm up 1R. I'm going to move my stop to break even now. That's not how I trade the majority of the time, unless I'm really aggressively trading. So I think it's something to bear in mind when you're trading, to know your numbers if you can. Know your stats, and because a lot of the time you may find that you're actually sacrificing performance for the sake of feeling better about your trades. Now, I'm not saying that it might still not be a bad thing. Like this one, okay, it's sacrificed 2% of annualized return, but if you're a fear-based trader who wants to have a slightly higher win rate and don't ever want to be 2R up and see it come all the way back down and become a loser, then you might say, well, I'll sacrifice some of my overall returns, Charlie, in order to have that facility to move my stop to break even. So yes, I get that, but just make sure that if you are doing it, that your strategy is still profitable once you've done that. Hopefully that gives you some food for thought this Tuesday/Wednesday. I'll see you at the weekend. Take care for now.